Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the regular monthly meeting of the Board of Commissioners held for the purpose of transacting the general business of the Township. Today's date is July 11, 2018. The meeting is being held in the Springfield Township building. Please stand and join the Board of Commissioners in a moment of silent reflection, honoring the servicemen and women who place themselves in harm's way in order to help preserve our safety. Please remain standing and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. At this point, I would entertain a motion dispensing with the reading of the minutes of the previous meeting as written and recorded in the official minute book of the Township.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments? All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. Please record a unanimous vote. I note that we are in full complement tonight, except our solicitor, James Garrity, is not here, and he is replaced by his partner, Scott Denlinger of Whistler Pearlstein. I also need to announce that the Board of Commissioners conducted an executive session meeting on July 9th, 2018, following the regularly scheduled workshop meeting on that date to discuss 2 personnel matters and 1 matter of potential litigation. Now, what we're going to do is we would normally go to public comment at this point, but we're going to hold that off for a minute and do the 3 fun things that we're here for. The first and most fun will be the resolution honoring Corporal Joseph Mellon, which before we can present it, we have to make it official. But why don't you come on down? You can't hide, and then you have to squirm while I read the whole thing, and then we'll vote on it, and then we'll present it. So this is a motion that I am making. Resolution number 1453, honoring a career of service to Springfield Township, Montgomery County, Pennsylvania, by Joseph J. Mellon. Whereas shortly following graduation from Ridley Township High School, Delaware County, Pennsylvania, Joseph J. Mellon served in the United States Air Force from 1978 to 1982. And whereas after Mr. Mellon received an honorable discharge from the United States Air Force with the rank of Sergeant Security Specialist, he considered a career in law enforcement. And whereas on January 6, 1986, Joseph Mellon was hired as a Springfield Township public officer and graduated from the Pennsylvania State Police Academy on June 16, 1986. And whereas during his early tenure as a police officer, Mr. Mellon was expeditiously promoted to the rank of police corporal on February 19, 1990. And whereas in addition to his duties in Springfield Township, Joseph Mellon became a firearms instructor, defensive tactics instructor, OC pepper spray instructor, secured Pennsylvania State University police supervisor training, and first-line police supervision training. And whereas Corporal Mellon received numerous letters and memoranda of commendation from the Federal Bureau of Investigation, Montgomery County Commissioners and District Attorney's Office, Springfield Township Board of Commissioners, and Chief of Police. And whereas Joseph Mellon was recognized by people for whom he served and protected by receiving 15 letters of appreciation from the residents of Springfield Township during his illustrious career. Now therefore be it resolved that the Board of Commissioners of Springfield Township does hereby recognize, commend, and wholeheartedly thank Corporal Joseph J. Mellon for 32 years of dedicated service to the Springfield Township community, and also extends best wishes to Joe and his family in the future. Now don't applaud because this hasn't happened yet. That's my motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed? Now you can clap. Thank you. Stay safe.
Thank you, Joe. Congratulations.
Glenn. Thanks, Joe. I'll see you. Thank you. You're
There you go.
One more.
Joe. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you.
Congratulations.
And then don't go down, and, but by the way, please record a unanimous vote. We have Megan Gorman from Representative McCarter's office, who also has something for you.
Yes. Hi. I'm Megan Gorman. I'm the communications director for State Representative Steve McCarter. He couldn't be here tonight, so I'm here in his stead, and I'm really honored to be, because this is a joyful occasion. Given the many years you served Springfield Township, I thought that I could take just a minute or two and read this citation sponsored by Representative McCarter in your honor from the Pennsylvania House of Representatives. And it's a lot like the resolution that I just read. It says, whereas the House of Representatives of Pennsylvania takes great pleasure in recognizing those citizens who selflessly devote their lives to ensuring the safety of the residents of their communities and ultimately of all the people of this great Commonwealth. And whereas Corporal Joseph J. Mellon is being honored on his June 30th, 2018 retirement after more than 32 years of dedicated and distinguished service with the Pennsylvania State Police. And whereas Corporal Mellon became a member of the Pennsylvania State Police on January 6, 1986, and graduated from the Pennsylvania State Police Academy on June 16, 1986.
Promoted you to trooper already.
Is it wrong?
Yes.
He's known to stay police.
Your line is that's all.
You can tell me if we got more to go on.
Chief, what do you committee for the state police now?
Not yet.
I'm so sorry, government. A graduate of Ridley Township High School, he served his country with honor and distinction as a member of the United States Air Force, attaining the rank of sergeant. During his tenure, with the Pennsylvania State Police, Corporal Mellon served in several instructor capacities and participated in numerous training initiatives, and he was the recipient of numerous awards and accolades for his service. He faithfully displayed great loyalty, commitment, and professionalism in the performance of his duties as a member of the Pennsylvania State Police since his enlistment. I know that's right. Corporal Mellon served with consummate skill, upheld the laws of this Commonwealth, and served as a role model for all those who aspire to a career in law enforcement. Now, therefore, the House of Representatives of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania pays a respectful tribute to Corporal Joseph J. Mellon upon his richly reserved retirement, notes with pride and gratitude his record of service, which far exceeds those standards normally ascribed as exemplary, offers best wishes for every future success and happiness, and directs that a copy of this citation, sponsored by the Honorable Steve McCarter on June 28, 2018, be transmitted to Corporal Joseph J. Mellon.
Thank you. You can give a speech, or you may sit down and enjoy the festivities.
Man of not many words. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And I like to, maybe I'll keep the one that says trooper. I don't know if you use it. Okay. I thank you very much.
Thank you.
At this point, we have two oaths of office to be admitted, and one of them administered. One of them is for a new officer, and one of them is for a promotion. So I will turn it over to Magisterial District Justice Kate McGill and the Chief of Police, Michael Pitko.
All right, thank you, Commissioner. Good evening, everybody. Also delighted to congratulate Corporal Mellon also for 32 years of dedicated service in Springfield Township. And it's my pleasure to introduce an officer being promoted to corporal and another gentleman hired this week. The corporal appointment, that's Nelson Whitney III. Recognize his wife, Alicia, and other extended family, and also Nelson's father, also named Nelson. a lieutenant with the Falls Township Police Department in Bucks County. Officer Whitney was appointed to Springfield Township Police Department in September 2013, graduated the Temple University Municipal Police Academy 2012, also a graduate of North Penn High School in 2007. Officer Whitney has a military background with the United States Army. He was a healthcare specialist, also referred to as a combat medic, from 2007 to 2011. He was deployed for active duty in Iraq, 2014 and also 2015. He's a current member of the Delaware Army National Guard and participates in annual training. Our officer that's being appointed tonight, Matthew Tauscher. I'd like to recognize his father, stepmother, and uncle are with us tonight, and a friend of Matt's. Matt comes to us from the Philadelphia Police Department. He had been employed with Philadelphia since 2011, working in the 39th District, which covers the Hunting Park and East Falls sections of the city. He's a graduate of the Philadelphia Police Academy in 2011, graduated Bishop Eustace Prep School, Pennsauken, New Jersey, 2008, received some credits from Camden County Community College and Philadelphia University in 2009, and he's a graduate of the Community College of Philadelphia with an associate's degree in criminal justice, 2014. Officer Tauscher is currently attending Penn State University, an online program, working toward a degree in finance. Both of these gentlemen this evening performed exceptionally well in the testing process. And as the gentlemen are both about to take your oaths of office this evening, it's always a good time, a good opportunity for all police officers to reflect on the oath because of its importance. And lastly, I want to recognize and thank all of the officers in attendance from Springfield Township this evening. Fabulous work that we do day in and day out for the community, at which times obviously can be very difficult. We continue to provide excellent service to the community every day. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening. We have an important job for you. Can you hold the Bible? Just need to hold it right over here. All right, ready? I, Nelson Whitney,
I, Nelson Whitney,
do swear
do swear
that I will support,
that I will support,
obey, and defend
obey, and defend
the Constitution
the Constitution
and the laws of the United States,
and the laws of the United States,
the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
and the Township of Springfield,
and the Township of Springfield,
that I will faithfully discharge
that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of my office
the duties of my office
as a corporal
as a corporal
for Springfield Township,
for Springfield Township,
and that I will uphold,
and that I will uphold,
obey,
obey,
and enforce
and enforce
the law
the law
without consideration
to
to a person's race, color, sex,
without consideration of a person's race, color, and sex,
religious creed, sexual orientation, age, national origin, ancestry, handicap, or disability. I will obey the rules
I will obey the rules
and regulations,
and
policies, and procedures governing sworn members of the Springfield Township Police Department.
of the Springfield Township Police Department.
Also, I will not knowingly accept,
Also, I will not knowingly accept,
directly or indirectly, any money or other valuable things for performance or non-performance of any act or duty pertaining to my office, other than such compensation as may be allowed by the Board of Commissioners, Springfield Township.
Springfield Township.
Congratulations.
Matthew Tauscher,
do swear
that I will support,
obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution
and
and the laws of the United States,
the laws of the United States,
the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
and the Township of Springfield,
and the Township of Springfield,
that I will faithfully discharge
that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of my
the
office
duties of my office
as a police officer
as a police officer
for Springfield Township,
for Springfield Township,
and that I will uphold,
and that I will uphold,
obey,
obey,
and enforce
and enforce
the law
without consideration
to a person's race,
to a person's race,
color,
color,
sex,
sex,
religious creed,
sexual orientation,
sexual orientation,
age,
national origin,
ancestry,
handicap, or disability.
I will obey the rules and regulations,
policies, and procedures
governing sworn members
of the Springfield Township Police Department.
of the Springfield Township Police Department.
Also, I will not knowingly accept, directly or indirectly, any money or other valuable things for performance or non-performance of any act or duty pertaining to my office, other than such compensation as may be allowed by the Board of Commissioners,
of Springfield Township.
Thank you. We are in good hands. We're now going to move on to the meeting, and if people want to file out, I'll wait 30 seconds or so. From experience that I can't hold a crowd here. But you can stay. Tell a joke during public comment, or... Everybody but this. Huh?
Oh, yeah. That's it.
That certainly cleaned things up, didn't it, huh?
It did. No one's here.
No, it's here. Hey.
So lonely here.
Ron, do you have any public comment
That's
this evening?
right. For the sake of the record, I will note we're down to the videographer, a reporter, and one staff member. The room was very full about 30 seconds ago. But we will move right ahead. The board is now open to comments or questions from the public. The board draws particular attention to those items listed on the agenda this evening. Please be advised that once the committee reports begin, the board can no longer accept questions from the floor. At the conclusion of the committee reports, public comments will once again be accepted. However, official action on those issues listed on the agenda will have already taken place. Therefore, if you wish to comment on an agenda item, now would be the appropriate time. I'm betting. We don't have any public comment. So we will now move into the committee reports. The first two items of the agenda we have already covered. So we'll move to the third item, which is the July bill listing. I move that the Board of Commissioners approve the June check reconciliation in the amount of $614,388.90 and the July bill listing in the amount of $505,985.10. That is my motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments? All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed, say nay. Please record a unanimous vote. The next is the Zoning Hearing Board. The next meeting of the Zoning Hearing Board will be held on Monday, July 23rd, 2018 at 7 o'clock in the Springfield Township building. It will be a continuation of last month's hearing, which is a petition by Luke Oil North America for the property at 630 Bethlehem Pike in Erdenheim. The property currently has 2 ground signs with a total of 53 square feet, and they are proposing to install a single ground sign with a square footage of 55 square feet. So that will be heard on Monday, July 23rd. That's just an announcement, not a motion. And that concludes my report. So we would now move on to the Chairman of the Public Works and Facilities Committee, Commissioner Shum.
I have no report this evening.
Thank you, Commissioner Shum. Let's try the Chairman of the Community Development Committee, Commissioner Standish.
I have no report this evening.
The suspense is building. Call on the chairman of the Cultural and Environmental Resources Committee, Commissioner Wilson.
Thank you, Mr. President. I do have a report. I'm pleased to announce that during the month of June 2018, Springfield Township residents recycled 192.4 tons of material with a householder participation rate of 84.4%. The net cost to the township for the month was $17,782.89. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Commissioner Wilson. Let's move on to the chairman of the Parks and Recreation Resources Committee, Commissioner Graham.
Thank you, Mr. President. I do have one motion this evening, and I move that the Board of Commissioners appoint Noel Powell of Bergen Road in Orland, Pennsylvania, as a member of the Springfield Township Park and Recreation Advisory Committee to fill an unexpired term of service to expire May the 11th of 2021. During the July workshop meeting of the Board of the Commissioners, the board was privileged to meet with 5 residents interested in volunteering their times and talents as members of the Township Park and Recreational Advisory Committee. The board thanks all those who participated in the workshop meeting for their time and interest. That is my motion.
Thank you. We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
I just want to make a comment, and that is the candidates were all great. We thank them for coming out, and we hope that they will put their name in for other openings on this or other boards. We're always thrilled at how good the candidates are and how difficult the decisions are. Any other questions or comments? All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. Please record a unanimous vote.
That concludes my report, Mr. President.
Thank you, Commissioner Graham. I move to the co-chairman of the Public Safety Committee, Commissioner Maxwell.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a couple items this evening. First is the White Marsh Avenue parking. I move that the Board of Commissioners amend the Springfield Township Code Section 107-33, Schedule 10 parking, time limited by repealing the parking restrictions on the north side of White Marsh Avenue from Gordon Road to Stanton Avenue at all times except Saturdays and Sundays.
And is that?
That's my motion.
That's a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
And is that's your only motion? Did we get everything, or do you have more than one?
more.
For that particular,
Yeah.
for that one, it's your only one? Okay.
Yeah.
We had several last month, so this is tying that up. Any questions or comments? All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. Please record a unanimous vote.
Next, I move that the Board of Commissioners amend the Springfield Township Code Section 107-32, Schedule 9, parking prohibited by prohibiting parking on the north side of White Marsh Avenue from Gordon Road to Stanton Avenue. That is my motion.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments? All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. Please record a unanimous vote.
Next item is the Roush Avenue parking restrictions. I move that the Board of Commissioners amend the Springfield Township Code Section 107-32, Schedule 9, parking prohibited by prohibiting parking on the northwesterly side of Roush Avenue from its intersection with Walnut Avenue to a point 20 feet southwest of Walnut Avenue. That is my motion.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments? All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Please record a unanimous vote.
Last item this evening is for the Shade Tree Commission. I move that the Board of Commissioners reappoint Jennifer Ponce to a new 3-year term of service as a member of the Springfield Township Shade Tree Commission. The new term of service shall expire July 13th, 2021. That is my motion.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments? All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Please record a unanimous vote.
That concludes my report for this evening.
Thank you, Commissioner Maxwell. Finally, we turn to the chairman of the Library Committee, Commissioner Cobb.
Thank you, Mr. President. I do have some exciting news out of the library. First, I'm pleased to announce that the Free Library of Springfield Township was one of the first libraries in the Delaware Valley to become a Gold Star Library in the Pennsylvania Library Association PA Forward Star Library Initiative. In order to qualify for a Gold Star, a library has to demonstrate full participation in the Pennsylvania Forward Initiative and offer programs which cover each of the 5 core literacies: basic, civic, social, financial, health, and information. In addition to the achievement of our library, the library staff has been very generous with time and information for other Montgomery County libraries seeking Gold Stars. The library released their statistics, their numbers through June, and I'm happy to report that there is a over 30% increase in the numbers across all metrics between this time last year and this year. From patron count, circulations, registrations, programs, and use of our facilities for meetings and clubs, all numbers are way up. In her report, our head librarian, Mary Catherine McGarvey, in putting these numbers in context, said that in her first year here in 2007, we circulated 70,000 items the entire year. In just 5 months this year, we have circulated just over 110,000 items. And if you'll indulge me a moment, I just wanted to highlight a couple of the exciting programs that the library is putting on this summer, and certainly encourage everybody to go to the website. We are offering several science summer programs that are sponsored by GlaxoSmithKline and the Franklin Institute. We have a family night event series happening every Tuesday at 7. This Tuesday, the 17th, is Eyes of the Wild, in which live animals will take over the library, and families can learn all about some amazing creatures. Thought you liked that one. There's a great ongoing program called Tail Waggin' Tutors, in which children grades K through 6 can read aloud to certified therapy dogs in an effort to build reading confidence, and that's for the children, not the dogs. And registration is required for that program. And that, along with cooking events, weaving, dance, yoga, there really is just a host of offerings that the library is doing. So please do check out the programming online for dates and details. And again, if you haven't registered for a library card, please come and do so. Thank you, Mr. President. That's my report.
Thank you, Commissioner Cobb. That's certainly heartening. We, with taxpayer help, made a big investment in the library, and it's nice to see it's getting so much use. That was what we'd hoped for. At this point, we are open for one more round of public comment. And I don't see anybody running forward, so at that point, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. We are adjourned.
Still not a record.
No, not yet.
7:52.
20.
Given that we had